Our top story tonight, tolls on Portland highways.
The massive transportation package lawmakers passed 2 weeks ago paves the way for new tolls on Portland's most congested highways.
Tonight, we asked our Verified team to break down the facts and answer, will we see tolls on Portland highways? And here's what we found. Under the new law, ODOT has started planning for tolls, but exact details are far from certain. The state is looking for an opportunity to use something called value pricing. That's when the price of tolls can change depending on factors like time of day or traffic load.
ODOT stresses we are in the early stages of planning, so a lot of the details are still up in the air. Any tolls need federal approval, and we don't know how much they would cost. ODOT's assistant director tells us tolls would most likely be on some stretch of I-5 and I-205 through Portland.
So what do drivers think about paying a toll to drive on Oregon freeways?
Oh, as you can imagine, they are not too happy about it. Chris Willis is joining us now. And Chris, you spoke to drivers who think this is a really bad idea.
Didn't expect them to think it's a great idea, right, with the tolls. But admittedly, it's hard to pinpoint how bad of an idea this really is because it's still so early. Nothing is concrete, and the state will consider all of its options. But paying to drive on the interstate is not an idea that's getting a warm reception. Most drivers we spoke with today say it's only gotten to this point because lawmakers have ignored the transportation problems for years. Safe to say, those hardest hit by a potential toll would be truck drivers who actually make a living on the roads. We spoke to truckers today who say a toll would actually slow things down and make congestion worse, especially if drivers have to stop at a toll booth to pay. Others say they're already slowed down by way stations, and tolling them would be just another hitch to cut into their bottom line. But we also spoke with simple commuters, and their reaction was consistent.
I feel like it would create more congestion, and it would be inconvenient. No one really wants to pay to just get to point A to point B, and there's still always going to be congestion. There's always traffic.
I think it's a bad idea. It's going to slow traffic down.
It's a delay.
Yeah.
It's just going to take up more time, slow us down. Time's money.
We go into the way stations because we have to be checked, and there's a lot of them here in Oregon. And then if it's one more thing that we've got to stop for, or one more pass that we have to put in the windshield.
Again, this is in the transportation bill, but nothing is concrete. The deadline for the state to come up with a specific tolling plan is by the end of 2018. Guys?
We'll continue to follow it, Chris. Thanks.